All right, everybody. See, this episode live, but yes, this video, I'm a proud woke SJW liberal. That's right. That's right. And to all my detractors out there, whether it be the people I talked to last night or whomever, you could suck it. Maybe you disagree. Simple. You could suck it and disagree. Okay? So anyway, I try to be and share the story. I was on with some, and these people, I didn't know their names. Not that important for me to remember. That's what it is, and I argue with you people make themselves like I'll get called a pedophile. Even. Well, because I don't them as decoy. I don't know, but then they still didn't see that they say that their age is 14 or something like that. They just keep talking and talking, but they don't even read when they're like, oh, I'm 14, is that okay? And then they get so wrapped up in the moment that they didn't see that someone said that I'm 14, is that okay? So, and then people want to go on and on. They seem to love to keep logs about who has asked underage girls for stuff or all this kind of crap, you know? What's it to you? Unless you have a fetish for dating underage girls, why are you so hung up on texts that you think someone else might be an all-out sexual predator for? I mean, really, what's your logic? That's what I'm trying to find. I'm not even trying to find out, honestly. Hey, Burger Boy. Yeah, Burger Boy. Had a few people call me a pedophile sympathizer last night. Imagine that. And just because I said about Elvis, too, the kid said he was 18. What am I going to do about it? He said he was 18, right? I mean, he's like, oh, yeah, I see a pattern that you're actually enabling kitty fiddlers. It was like, I'm not into that shit. I'm not into it. You know, I'm not into keeping track of what those people do. It isn't my job, nor should it be yours. You know? Yeah, exactly. Why would they say those things? Yeah, because they're narrow-minded. And I just wanted to take credit for it because they were so stupid. I'm like, you know what? I might as well take credit for it, since your dumbass don't know the difference. I am a Peter. You know what I mean? It's like it gets to the point where when people are so retarded, you got to start taking credit for things you may not even take credit for. So then I started to explain, right? See how that is now? I just took credit for that just now. So Cyrex took credit for that because people were accusing him, right? Does that mean it's true? Absolutely not. Because I was just about to take credit for it because of your stupid dumbass believing it was true. You know what I'm saying? All that. Burger Boy, that's really what all this nonsense really is. I know you see through the bullshit, you know. They'll believe anything they hear, and they want to believe it. So yeah, then you give them a reason to believe. You know what? You're right. I am a pedo, or I am a pedophile sympathizer. That's what you tell them, because they spawn it on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the people that retarded, you really can't win. You know? And another thing I believe in heavily, right? And you don't hear a lot of people endorsing this kind of thing on a public forum, right? You don't really hear about people endorsing this kind of thing I'm about to mention on a public forum. But what I endorse is breastfeeding in public. Breastfeeding in public. I endorse breastfeeding in public. Yes, I do. Yes. That's actually a natural thing. And I think we have to bring back breastfeeding in public. It's going all right, Kevin. I'm just trying to explain a couple things. I was accused of being a pedo sympathizer at the very least last night because I kind of defended Cyrax. You know, and I even said, Elvis, there's a chance that kid wasn't 18. I mean 15, rather. So, he said he was 18. That's all you can really go by, you know. And all these people make a big stink about, oh, he had a 15-year-old kid in there. Elvis is a pedophile. No. Most of the time, this guy goes to brothels most of the time. Is he really going there for 15-year-olds when you really think about it? How many 15-year-olds are allowed in those brothels, number one? I mean, if you really look at that. Even if he did that one time, what's his track record look like? Most people were older that he went with, on average. Okay? So there. So anyways, kind of quiet today. Quieter than I thought it would be, actually, today. Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday's tomorrow. God, I'm smoking is multicolored. Look at that thing. It's nice and multicolored. It's like a nice design here. It wasn't that much money either, actually. Very decent stick, though, this one is. I don't know yet. No, not sure. But this is what it's like throughout the day. People might knock and talk like this, kind of, and I'll hear talking most of the time. And that's that dog barking right there. I'll hear stuff like this maybe throughout the day. Like how it is now. People might talk next door to them. Yeah, you know. Any appetizer suggestions for your guests? Jalapeno poppers, probably. I'll say jalapeno poppers. I think those are good. I don't even think about that too much. I just kind of... See, these are the Russian terrorists right here that are following me. Look at this. I have Russian terrorists following me. Look at that writing. They know that I'm onto them. They know that I'm not of their agenda. So you Russian nationalists can go to fucking hell, as far as I'm concerned. Fuck you. Whatever the hell you're saying. But I've had these people spamming me and shit. Every Super Bowl party has wings. Yeah, pretty much they do, don't they? Pretty much they do. Yeah, Doc, I was explaining how Jim Riley last night, I was on a live stream, and Jim Riley once said to someone, I'll fuck you, I'll fuck your wife, I'll fuck your kids. Because now that you just came in here, Jim Riley was around years ago when you were on here. Okay, and Jim Riley said all that stuff, right? And nobody checked him for it. And I explained how a long time ago, I took one of his tactics. That was the tactic I used years and years ago on here to talk to this guy I didn't like, who was a bit of a retard, kind of like other people here I was talking to, like a monk. They're kind of around the juggle circles, maybe a little bit. But I was talking to these people last night, and it reminded me of when I used to talk to this guy by the name of Tasco. So I said to him one day, I took a playbook out of Jim Riley's page. I'm like, I'll fuck you, I'll fuck your wife, and I'll fuck your kids, okay? But Jim Riley said it, and he didn't get any backlash. No one called him out for that shit. But then sure enough, I say it to someone, and it's like, oh, it's the fucking end of the world. That I used a tactic that Jim Riley used. Okay? He didn't get in one bit of trouble for it. They weren't looking up his records once he said that, but they started digging into mine when I started saying it. Imagine that. Isn't that some backwards fucking shit right there? I pretty much stole a page out of his book. Hey, what's up, Michael Pilmer? What's happening? Yeah, last night I was in a live stream. It got a little heavy. Got a little heavy. In another community. It's more another community. There was some action over here last night when I had the live stream going. You missed it. There's a woman getting mad about a barking dog over here. And that dog's barking now, I think. Yeah, hear it? It's barking down the hall. That's it right there. All right. Shut up. Oh, damn. Yeah, jalapeno poppers are great. Jalapeno burgers are very good also. You must have had them, right? Jalapeno burgers. Well, it was very much grilled with mushrooms and jalapenos and Cajun seasoning and jalapenos, mushrooms, and maybe mustard. Maybe just the mustard and the Cajun seasoning without the ketchup. Like that. But I like that. I remember I had custom-made burgers made before like that. Because when you do it yourself, you got to buy the jalapeno, you got to buy the mushrooms. Sometimes it's a lot to buy when you have a burger. So I'll go somewhere, I'll order that stuff custom or something. I'll have like Five Guys. I might have like a jalapeno burger with Cajun seasoning also on it. And all that. A few other things. Onions too, yeah. Grilled onion. Canary in a coal mine. Lady Mountain is the name. I don't go by John in real life. Just on my records, if I have to show my records, but I don't go by John. Really. I pretty much kept the name of this channel because it's the original channel name, and I've just had trouble changing that because I like to keep things the same. Okay, thanks. Okay, that's good. That's good. No worries. No worries. Golf, hot dog, what the fuck? Yeah, thanks, Canary. Well, you can make it clear to someone and they'll still bust your buttons, you know, even though you make it clear to them. You know, I don't, you know. Anyways. What the frig is happening around here? I don't know. Just me sitting here. Oh my God, John! Jesus Christ! You don't say that shit. You washed it. Now you're starting to sound like you know who. God. Yeah, they do, Canner. Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah. And last night in this chat, they were trying to, the same people who try to accuse me of being a pedophile sympathizer at the very least, were trying to tell me I had a 5 o'clock shadow. They try to keep pointing that. I'm like, I'm not here for you, all right? If I want to look like that, or I want to not shave and be lazy for a night, then fucking fine. It still doesn't change any bit of who I am. People are fucking assholes. They are closed-minded assholes. This is why I've totally turned to this. You know, that's why. Just long time being a conservative environment, and it totally has made me the way that I am now. Really. I do see a little hope from when I get out of Florida, though. I see hope. There is a light at the end of the tunnel very shortly. I've been getting the indications that some things, maybe if not everything, but some things are definitely going to go better. I'm highly optimistic about this trip that I'm going to make. I didn't block him. What are you talking about? I didn't even block him, dude. I don't know if someone did, but I guess I could check that after, but this is what the cigar's looking like. It's a very smooth cigar with a 3-shade wrapper. Candela, Maduro, Natural, right there. Maybe even a Habano wrapper. Alright, that one's gone right there. I don't know, I'm not worrying about it. It's out of my control right now. Yeah. This one's looking quite nice, isn't it? Right here. I got this one at a rinky-dink liquor store right here. Kind of a liquor store of a hood almost. I found this. Hi, Patrick Rochester. What's happening? Thank you. What's up? I never seen you before, though. Who are you? I'm not going to be here very long. You know me, I take breaks after a while. I'm not going to be here that long. I'm just coming here because I'm about to leave and I'm just getting a little content in. That's it. I'm not going to be any more shit for a while out here from here. Can't say I'm permanently going to go. That's tough. That's tough to accomplish, but I'm definitely going to be off of here for a while soon. So I wanted to make another live stream. I wanted to go somewhere and film it. Just stuff like that to keep in my records what I do, so then I can look back on it and watch it at some other point. Look at all this hair on the floor here. All this hair collects on the floor right here. Gotta pick it up. A lot of hair collects on the floor here. Someone might be playing a guitar right now, because someone does play a guitar every once in a while around here. Any recommendation for a nice cigar that wouldn't cost? I'll tell you what to get. If you're a beginner, go with Cusano M1, baby. Go with Cusado M1. Monte Cristo imitation. Go with that one. Or go with Don Tomas, natural maybe. Maybe 4D Oliva Gold. I'm just recommending some. Maybe Corum Natural Sungrown in Connecticut. Okay, wherever you find those. Let's go good. Someone's playing guitar. I couldn't figure out who's playing guitar here. Because you know why? Because I don't go looking in everybody's windows. That's why. Someone is a pretty decent guitar player here. Alright, thank you, Jiki boy. Okay. I'm back again. Alright. No, I don't. What made you think I talked to him? That was a long time ago, dude. When I talked to him. What makes you think that I talked to Nick now? Why, are you friends with Nick or something? I saw some old live streams that he was on, actually. I'm talking, I think, before the drama community. I happened to catch an old stream. And he was around more like... He was actually around SJW types, actually. He was around people. He used to talk more like to those people like that were kind of in the Uhuru movement. He kind of talked to those people before on live streams. And I don't mean the Proud Boys Uhuru shit. No, there's like another Uhuru movement. It's out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Uhuru. Well, I don't know what they're doing now, but I remember they were active 4 years ago. Yeah, how did he change to far right? What the hell happened to him now? He went in the total other way. But Nick used to be more leftist. I totally believed he was at one time. He used to hang in those rooms. Funny thing is, I was probably far right when he was far left. And he just totally went the opposite. Yeah. Whatever the hell happened. And what's crazy is he was in Arizona too. I mean, I would think if you were a liberal in Arizona, it would be because the conservative state's a little too strong there. I don't know what made him turn. Maybe because he thought, I don't know. I don't think that was a good move on his behalf. Tom Brady retired. I thought it was a flop. I thought this whole fucking season sucked. It was a bunch of bandwagoners came here, and now they're not. Now the excitement's gone, and it turns out I'm leaving here soon. So I'm kind of leaving with Tom Brady. I hate to say, I think I came here with Tom Brady. I think I'm leaving with Tom Brady. That's what I think. Am I a Republican? No. Are you kidding me? Why would you ask me if I'm a Republican? No, I'm not. Yeah, but again, I was in Portland and I still turned more left. I didn't think that would happen, but you know why it really happened? Because Oregon has a lot more conservatives in actuality. It's really not all liberal like they make it seem. It's only a few small pockets. If you don't go in those few small pockets, you're in conservative territory. I was just a suburban liberal more, where a lot of them lived in the city. I didn't go to those places, though, because they were out of the way for me. I think one time I met someone there, but that's about all. Really. But in genuine liberal areas throughout my life, I always liked genuine liberal environments when I was in them. Like Massachusetts, around Harvard Square, around Arlington, around areas like that. I liked being in those areas. More so. Whenever I was in a totally blue area, I liked it more. At least judging by when I was in red areas and stuff. If I have to compare red areas to blue, it's clear blue areas are better. They got the better schools, they got the better services, they got the better... Oregon didn't have enough blue pockets. Just like a handful of them in Portland, but not really a lot to change the whole entire thing. Like you could go right outside of Portland and it would be red. The minute you leave, like maybe not the minute you leave Portland, but maybe like 15 minutes or something. Maybe something like that. 15 minutes away, you'd be like out in the total nowhere. Pretty much. And even parts of Portland weren't even all that liberal, really. So it really, it's deceiving, you know? It's not... Yeah, me too. They fucking make this country horrible, and it's because of them why all this shit's happening. It's really the fucking truth. People want to blame Democrat cities, right? But what about the red leadership in the state? They don't look at that. They don't want to take responsibility for that, do they? No. That the state they run is still Republican. Even though they might have a liberal city, supposedly. It's a myth that all liberal cities are crap holes with crime. It's only because of the red state. That's about it. It's really it, honestly. Where blue areas have the money to keep out high crime, while red areas... That's right! You are so right, Cheeky Boy. Thank you so much. That is... In red areas get the Mexicans. They get the illegal Mexicans. Lakeland, a very red area. Polk County. Full of fucking Mexicans who don't speak English. And it's a red county. It's nowhere land for someone like me. But that's the Republicans' dirty little secret, is the illegal immigrants. That's their doing. Really, it's their doing. Just like kind of like the gays who are in Florida, okay? Like some of the gay males have a dirty little secret that they're Republicans. That they're not all liberal, especially the ones that come to Florida. The gay male liberals that come to Florida are really not all that liberal. Or else why did they leave California? If they could have been comfortable there with their own kind, why did they leave California for Florida is what you gotta ask. You figure they'd have connections in California if they were gay, right? What would make them come to Florida? They were probably ostracized, is what I think, when they were in California. That's probably what happened to them.
Alright. So if I come Monday morning.
So then they come off, they come to Florida, they seem maybe like they're a bit liberal, but they're really Republican at the end of the day. And an amount of them that used to go to the gay bars in St. Petersburg, I even have a feeling were, some of them at least were MAGA people. Some of them were MAGA people, I believe, actually. Real Stream News, what do you want? You're always on my fucking coattails, dude. I don't watch your shit that much, alright? So why are you here, Real Stream? I'm not your community, dude. Like, what the fuck do you want? Really? You're starting to sound like all these other people. You're starting to seem like all these other people now who follow me around that I don't want them around, though. Because you're up to something. Let's face it, Real Stream, I'm not fucking coming on your show. That is final. I am not coming on your fucking show. So stuff it now and leave the fucking chat. You understand? I'm not interested in coming on your show. Fuck you and fuck your audience. Next. I can't do it now, Rod. I can't do it. Look. If you're him, just talk as him, alright?
I struggle for work, so every time I came out to Florida, I always came up here.
This is why I hate coming out. I hate those people. I just want to go to different communities. I don't want to be over here. I'm in different communities. I don't even go to their communities. I have no interest in Real Stream. I have no interest in Carlos. I have no interest in any of them. I'm done with them. All of them. And plus, I never went on their side chats to begin with. So fuck off. You don't want it, fuck off, period. Stop following me around like a desperate little animal that you are. You know? Just stop. You look pathetic trying to follow someone around who doesn't want you around. Don't you hate people like that? They just have to keep following you around when you've made it clear that you don't want to do anything with them or do business with them. Because all that would do is keep them alive. Why am I going to keep them alive, you know, if I don't want them to exist anyway out here? By the way, I would meet Miss Fucking Wonderful in real life. I would meet her in real life. In fact, I'm trying maybe to get that arranged. So Miss Fucking Wonderful, if you're watching, Miss Fucking Wonderful, I may extend an offer to you. So I go after the big fish. I don't go after the people who stream the big fish all the time and talk about them. I go after the big fish. Okay? That's the thing. Yeah. I want to at least do a little business with Cyrax and MFW. Okay? I have a list of people that I want to do business with, but they're just tough to bring on. You know, they're tough to contact sometimes. But all the people who come to me, I'm never interested in that. Isn't that funny how it works? Isn't it? The only reason why they come to me is because they got nothing going for them. You know? They're grasping at straws. Well, I'm not going to be their content, you know? So, they can go fuck off with that shit. How's the taste, Pro? It's very mild. It's very nice, and it's a comfortable smoke. That's what it is, Kevin. Very comfortable smoke. It's a no name, like a hand rolled. It's not of any name. I don't know what it's called. It's just very good smoke that doesn't really have a name to it. One thing about me is I go where I want. And that's the community I belong to. I go where I want. And wherever I go, that's where I feel that I'm at. Okay? These motherfuckers who like to chase me around when I'm never in their communities. I'm never in their side chats. I don't even like to watch them, you know? So... Well, the ash dropped. I couldn't really concentrate on it. And so, what this is tasting like right now. It's not a review, though, by the way. This is just me smoking and talking about what I'm doing. But, this particular cigar here, let's see. Black peppery smoothness, cream coffee, a little bit of green beans. Green beans. It's pretty much green beans, black pepper, and cream coffee. Light cream coffee. I would say I'm getting those flavors here so far. Yes, very nice. A little bit of something else. Maybe a little walnut. So maybe walnuts, green beans, cream coffee, and black pepper spice. And the retrohale as well. Yes. The flavors on this one are quite friggin' decent. Actually. Yeah, ultimately it's a decent profile. Nice ash, nice even burn. So, now does anyone think if people relocate to Florida, right? Like, did they relocate from California to Florida? Let's say I'm talking about the gay community. Okay. Something like this. If they relocate to Florida from California, and let's just assume maybe if you're more gay in California and you're a little older, maybe you could have been comfortable in California, right? That would have gave you the opportunity to be comfortable and maybe be comfortable in California, right? If depending on if you were in your 50s or 60s, right? So my take is they had to be ostracized from California if they go to Florida. Even back then, I think they might have been the gay people who have more Republican leaning, and they ended up having to leave places like San Francisco. That's the bottom line. And all that. I think it's a downgrade coming to Florida from California. Let's be fucking honest about that, huh? It's a total fucking downgrade if you have to come to Florida from California. You know, because this you go there because it's cheap. That's really it. And maybe if you don't fit in politically with California. So looking here at this situation, and yeah, you wouldn't pick Florida if you had a pick of the two. If you could live in California comfortably or live in Florida comfortably, the answer is obvious. You would pick California. You know, you would. In fact, I think one particular guy that made money on a house here in Florida, he probably sold his house, I'm thinking. But he was very into that California type living. He hung out at the beach when he was in Pinellas here, or he was in this area. But he talked about wanting to return to California, so maybe he returned to California to pay rent after making some money on the house here, assuming he sold it, I'm saying. He probably figured, hey, I'll go back to California as a renter. I won't have overhead responsibility, and I could still work a job and maybe get a place for even $1,500 a month, but I could still make that. I could live on the beach in some of the nicest weather. I could live very close to it, at least, even if I'm not right on the beach. Probably his logic. This guy was a little too left for Florida. He was. He was not with the majority over here. I'll say that much. He was not with the majority. And all that. So, that's it. Nothing else to it. I mean, yeah, about to cut the stream. Nothing else to talk about, I don't think. All right. I think I talked about everything.